Do you ever feel like your brain is a hamster wheel, spinning endlessly with thoughts, worries, and what-ifs? That feeling of being trapped in your own head, replaying conversations, second-guessing decisions, or predicting worst-case scenarios. If you nodded along, you're not alone. Welcome to the Overthinking Trap. It's a place many of us visit, some even live there. But here's the good news. You don't have to stay. In this guide, we're going to equip you with practical tools to quiet the noise, regain control, and start living more in the present moment. Ready to stop the loop? Let's dive in. First, let's understand overthinking. It's not inherently bad. Our brains are designed to think, plan, and problem solve. In fact, a little bit of thoughtful consideration is a superpower. The problem arises when this helpful thinking transforms into unhelpful overthinking, a cycle of unproductive rumination that steals our peace, energy, and joy. It's like trying to find your way out of a maze by constantly rereading the same section of the map, instead of actually moving forward. Overthinking often stems from a desire for control, a fear of making mistakes, or simply a habit our minds have fallen into. But it often leads to indecision, anxiety, and missed opportunities. Our first strategy is the awareness anchor. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. The first step to stopping overthinking is simply noticing when you're doing it, without judgment. Think of your thoughts as clouds passing in the sky. You don't grab onto them. You simply observe them as they drift by. When you catch yourself spiraling, mentally say, there's that overthinking again. Not, oh no, I'm overthinking. I'm so bad at this. Just a neutral observation. Practice. Set an alarm for a few times a day. When it rings, just check in with your mind. What are you thinking about? Are these thoughts helpful or unhelpful? Just observe. This simple act of noticing creates a tiny gap between you and your thoughts, giving you a chance to choose your next move rather than being swept away. Next up, the 5-minute rule. Overthinking thrives on open-ended rumination. It loves to linger indefinitely. We're going to give it a deadline. When a problem arises, or you find yourself replaying a scenario, give yourself a strict 5-minute window to think about it. Set a timer. Seriously, use your phone, a kitchen timer, whatever works. During those 5 minutes, you can brainstorm solutions, analyze the situation, consider potential outcomes. Give it your full, focused attention. But here's the crucial part. When the timer goes off, you're done. No more thinking about it for now. You consciously decide to move on. What if you haven't solved it? That's okay. You've given it dedicated attention. You can schedule another 5-minute session later if needed, but for now, release it. This trains your brain that there are limits to rumination and encourages decisive action rather than endless analysis. Strategy 3. Externalize your thoughts. Our minds are terrible holding pens for complex problems. They tend to make things feel bigger and more overwhelming when they're trapped inside. Get them out. Write them down. Talk them out, draw them out. The act of externalizing helps you gain perspective and often reveals solutions you couldn't see before. Option 1. Journaling. Grab a pen and paper or open a document. Dump every single thought, worry, and what if onto the page. Don't edit, just write. It's like decluttering your mental attic. Option 2. Talk it out. Share your thoughts with a trusted friend, family member, or even a therapist. Hearing yourself articulate the problem can make it feel less daunting and often provides new insights. Option 3. Mind mapping. For complex issues, a visual mind map can be incredibly powerful. Put the main problem in the center and branch out with concerns, solutions, pros, and cons. Once your thoughts are externalized, they become less like overwhelming internal noise and more like manageable items you can look at, analyze, and address. Our fourth strategy is action over analysis. Overthinking often leads to analysis paralysis. We get stuck in the planning stage, afraid to take the leap. Break the cycle by taking any small action. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be something that moves you forward, even slightly. If you're overthinking a big project, send one email. If you're worried about a difficult conversation, draft the first sentence. If you're stuck on what to eat, just pick something, anything. Momentum is a powerful antidote to overthinking. A small action often clarifies the next step, or even reveals that your initial worries were unfounded. Remember, you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Imperfect action is almost always better than perfect inaction. The brain loves to feel productive. When it sees you taking action, it shifts from worrying to doing, and that's incredibly empowering. Finally, strategy 5, mindful movement and sensory engagement. Overthinking often pulls us out of our bodies and into our heads. To break free, we need to ground ourselves in the present. When your mind is racing, engage your senses. What do you see, hear, smell, taste, touch right now? This anchors you to reality and disrupts the thought loop. Practical techniques. Take 5 deep breaths, focusing on the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. Drink a glass of water slowly, noticing the temperature and taste. Go for a short walk. Pay attention to the feeling of your feet on the ground, the sounds around you, the breeze on your skin. Exercise is a fantastic way to release pent-up mental energy. Even a quick stretch or getting up to grab a snack can shift your focus and give your mind a much-needed break from the internal monologue. These moments of sensory engagement bring you back to the here and now, reminding you that life is happening outside of your head. You've made it. In just a couple of minutes, you've learned 5 powerful strategies to combat overthinking. The awareness anchor, the 5-minute rule, externalizing thoughts, action over analysis, and mindful movement. Remember, stopping overthinking isn't about never thinking deeply again. It's about developing the skill to differentiate between productive thought and destructive rumination. It's a journey, not a destination. There will be days when the thoughts creep back in, and that's okay. Just gently redirect yourself using these tools. Pick one strategy to focus on this week. Experiment. See what works best for you. Your brain is a powerful ally. Learn to guide it rather than letting it control you. Thank you for joining me on this journey to a quieter mind and a more present life. You have the power to stop the loop. Now go out there and embrace the clarity,